Hello, all SHU faithful, and welcome to another edition of Eyes on SHU with the president of Sacred Heart University, Dr. Petillo. I'm Vinny Ebenau here from SHUBOX, and on this show, and the many series I'm sure to follow, we'll be discussing things including Sacred Heart and what Dr. Petillo's views are with his Eyes on SHU. I welcome in the president now to talk about all the exciting and fun things, and we'll have a little fun today. And alumni weekend, last weekend. Big, busy, everybody, all the alumni coming back home to celebrate what once was, what now is, and they got to see a laughter of a football game. But I want to get your thoughts on what the buzz or electricity was like, seeing everybody come back home.
Well, it was a great turnout. We had, at the football game, about 3,000 folks there. Great turnout of students. Been far better this year than in previous years, and as of today, we're 5-0, so hopefully this coming weekend, which is Parents' Weekend, we're playing Wagner, we'll have another great turnout. So it was very, very exciting. The whole weekend, last weekend, was good. Alums got to see Reds they'd never seen, some of the renovations and restorations around the campus, so it was good.
And one of those celebrated alum, Kevin Nealon, stopped by Friday night for a nice comedy night. I know you were in attendance at that. What did you think of his performance?
Kevin was great. In fact, I thought he was even better during the question and answer, where he was very spontaneous with members from the audience questioning him. He hadn't been back in quite a few years, and as he said, had a difficult time finding his way around.
What's it like to have alumni like Kevin, or even some recent grads like John Murphy and Troy Scribner, graduate with a degree from the university and go on to such success? What does it do for the university? Well,
I think for any university, and most universities have graduates of similar caliber. I think for us as a relatively new university, it's wonderful to see people come through our halls and to be so successful and to be very proud of from whence they came.
And you talked about the football game a couple minutes ago, but 78-35 was that win over Lincoln. It was, I'm sorry, Chowan, a Division II school, but off to a 5-0 start. They got their first shutout in 7 years over the weekend. The women's volleyball team swept St. Francis and Robert Morris over the weekend. So what is it like for you to walk around campus and see the success of these student athletes?
I don't think it's so much what is it like for me. I think what is it like for the student athletes and for the students. And I think it's one of pride in their fellow students, pride in their accomplishments. For me, it's great. It's great to see so many people excited about the wins.
So an exciting first month created on the athletic field and the classroom and all over. What has the first month of this school year been for this university and yourself?
Well, I can't address how for the university. It looks like it's been very active. I think for myself, it's been exciting. Students are around the campus more, especially on the weekends, which is great. And I just think there's a lot of activities going on, even on the weekends and during the week. I see the libraries full, which I appreciate seeing that. So I think it's a good dynamic going on. And again, we're here primarily for the students, and faculty and staff need to be reminded of that constantly.
And you're entering another year as president of the university, your third one in. What has it been like for you, and have you learned anything since you began?
Well, we always learn, all of us learn something along the way. Can you identify it, one specific thing? I don't think so. I think it's a matter that you learn and you reflect on what has happened. How has it been, I should say? It's been wonderful because there's so many changes that have happened, and we've been fortunate enough to make so many improvements, and so many others are on the charts to occur in the next several years. So it's been fun. It's not a stagnant place at all. And with the increased involvement of students in activities, it again just feeds on itself and creates that much better environment.
And one thing that we all know hasn't changed is your bow ties. It's a new one, different color every day. So you got the green bow tie with the polka dots.
Someday you'll get some class and learn how to tie one. I told you.
I heard you were giving out lessons for bow ties.
I am. There's been a request, and with the help of Bill Hogg, we're going to do a little video.
So if I get a bow tie, would you teach me how to tie it?
I will teach you. Whether you'll be able to do it, we'll see.
Okay, I got one more thing for you. I guess in the past, you and Father Jerry have been talked about as the big-time chefs on campus. If you and him, and I might even throw myself in there, we're in a cooking competition for the student and faculty in let's say 63s. We could pick our own judges. Who would win?
You don't expect me to say either of you two. For sure. Thank you. You answered your own question.
Just figured I'd throw the notion out there.
Notion received and tossed back.
Happily accepted. Thank you always for your time, Dr. Petillo.
Pleasure.
If you have any questions for Dr. Petillo on this show, email them to sacredartshoebox1@gmail.com, and your comment or question may be read on the air and asked Dr. Petillo himself. And until next time, I'm Vinny Ebenau, and the eyes are on SHU.